Alright, ladies, so today we're going to talk about how to become more conscious and how to stop thinking so much. You see, the reason why this is such an important topic is because initially I got into becoming more conscious or mindfulness because I was learning how to talk to girls. And one of the things that get to people's head the most is overthinking. The biggest enemy is not the woman, it's your thoughts. Learn to tame your thoughts, you tame your actions, and as a result, you get better results. So when I noticed that the biggest detriment to getting success with women was my mind and learning how to tame it, I got deep into mindfulness, and I practiced a lot of tactics on how to stop thinking and how to become more present. Okay, and mind you, it was no pun intended, but it was initially to get girls, right? But I got something a lot more than I would have expected because I literally found it's pretty much the key to happiness, essentially. So these are the things that I'm going to show you are the best ways to stop thinking and become more conscious. The reason why becoming more conscious is so important. I heard a speech about this one guy. I forgot his name, but it goes to something like this. When you have a peanut-sized consciousness, a peanut-sized level of awareness, I'm just paraphrasing. Whenever you read a book, you're gonna have a peanut-sized understanding. Whenever you look around, you're gonna have a peanut-sized awareness. You see, but when you expand your awareness by practicing meditation and by applying some of these tactics I'm teaching you, suddenly you read a book and there's more understanding, there's more insight, there's more wisdom. When you're living about your life, suddenly you're more aware. You take in more information. You become more conscious. Your senses are a lot sharper. One of the pleasures of taking drugs, not from experience, is the enhancement of your senses. You see things clearer. You think clearer to some people. You feel more like your senses are there. So by becoming conscious, that attention that you were placing on your thoughts, when you cannot stop thinking, right? The attention that you place on your thoughts rather than on the environment. For example, you're in class, right? When you're not listening, where's your attention? In your mind, in your head. So the teacher could be saying something, but you're not really there. Like you're there, but you're not there. So you're not really living. Being conscious is using all of your senses and becoming aware of your environment. It's literally stripping away the attention that you were placing on your mind, on your thoughts about the past, things, people that did to you, and your future, which is all the origin of your suffering. Think about that. It's your thoughts that are the origin of your suffering. Your thinking, which is the origin of most of your problem. And rather than thinking, you consciously place attention to the present moment. Now, how is this done? I say that the best way to do it is becoming aware of your senses. Another way that I could rephrase it is becoming aware of being aware. Now, a lot of people may not understand this, but literally, try for a second. Notice how it feels to be aware. Become aware of being aware, and just notice how that feels. Notice how it feels to be conscious for a couple seconds. Try it now. Just notice how it is to be aware of being aware. It's like you taking the environment more. There's more richness. So the problem that people have is that when they try to become aware, what happens? They think. And the stream of thought could be so addictive, and that momentum could drag you into a thought that you just notice yourself that you're thinking after a couple hours, that is difficult to practice. So one of the ways that I've been taught to become more conscious is through using a tactic called the body scan. I'm gonna put a link to the body scan meditation on the link below that I don't do, somebody else does. But essentially it's like this. The body scan is all about putting a lot of attention to a part of your body. Okay, so I want you to try it for a second, okay? Put your hand out. You see this hand? Put your hand out. And close your eyes. Close your eyes, right? And then ask yourself, if I didn't know that I had a hand, how would I know? By just feeling it. And then just notice. Bring all of your attention to your hand. Notice the tingling sensation. And go deeper and just notice how it feels. Use all of your senses. Bring all of your consciousness into your hand. Right? Feel it? Can you feel that tingling sensation? Okay, now open your eyes and keep feeling that hand. Keep feeling it, and make feeling the hand a primary focus of you. Okay, right now, just do it, right? Because then you can notice the impulsion to go from your attention to your hand to your mind, right? You feel that, right? Like you want to not focus on the hand, and when you don't focus on the hand, you go back into your thoughts. See? But now we understand what it is to be conscious, which is this: we're so accustomed to bringing our attention into our thoughts because we identify with our thoughts, because we think that we are the thinker. You see? We think that we are the thinker when in reality we're just the observer. I want to show you an example. I want you to notice this, right? I want you to, in your head, say hi, 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 hi a bunch of times. Say it right now, right? And I want you to notice as you say hi, notice the space in your head, like an echo. Notice the space where the voice echoes. Just notice it. Can you feel it? No, just keep noticing. Now, who's observing the thought? You are. But if you're observing the thought, who's the thought? Not you, right? So, this is the thing, is that becoming aware is all about seeing those thoughts as they arise and seeing them for what it is, as a thought. It's almost like listening to the radio. You're just listening to the radio of your mind. So the same thing, when you could either observe the thought or observe your body. Bring attention to your body. So in what sense happen is this: the exercise is simple. You just become aware of your hand, right? Both of your hands for a couple minutes, right? Just do it for like 2 minutes and just bring a lot of conscious attention into your hands, right? And then all you gotta do then is bring attention to your shoulders. Do it for like 1 or 2 minutes. Bring attention to your arms, like your whole arm, okay? And then bring your attention to your stomach, to your back, to your chest, to your legs, to your feet. And then you're gonna notice that you're gonna feel your body tingling. And then focus on your whole body, your complete body. Focus on it, right? And then what's gonna notice is that then you're gonna open your eyes and look around. But you're not just going to look around. You're going to look around, but make feeling your body the primary focus. You see? You're gonna notice that by feeling your body and looking around, you are still aware, but you have a higher level of awareness, because in the past that energy was being spent on thinking, but now you have that extra consciousness to bring it into your body, and you're actually going to feel your body become more, you're going to feel your body like feel more alive. And by doing that, you're bringing so much attention to the body that you cannot think. You're going to notice thoughts arising, but because you're anchored in your body, you see them arise, right? But you don't hold on to it because you're focusing on your body. So what tends to happen is that you're going to be fully present, because when you're not present, what happens? You're thinking, and your thoughts are made up of your past and of your future, because you fear things, so you think about them, and it causes fear. So that's what you're doing. You're bringing full attention to your body. Now, if you don't want to do that, then all you got to do is bring attention to your breath, full attention. So as you go around your life on a daily basis, your goal should be to feel your body at all time. Your goal should not be to think. Only think when it's necessary. For example, you're reading a book, right? Let's say you're reading a book, right? You're reading a book. I'm reading, right? And you're thinking because you're reading a book. I want you to notice yourself reading. Just notice yourself reading. And read, but become aware of reading. Just know that you're reading. Awareness. Just awareness that you're reading, okay? Then let's say that you stop reading. When you stop reading, you bring attention to your body. You bring attention to your body because you don't need to read. Okay. And then you go back and read and observe your thoughts as you read. And just hear yourself verbalizing the words of the book. You're reading, right? Like you're reading, like you're not the voice, but you're more listening to the voice as you read. It's different. You're aware of being aware. You stop reading, and you go back. All right. Now, because you stop reading, you don't use your mind. You just bring attention to your body. So now, even though you're reading a book, you still leave some attention on the body. You're still anchored in the present moment. You're still here. You're not fully You're not putting all of your attention into your body, into your mind, because you're reading, you're leaving some in your body. And so you're gonna practice it more and more, and that's gonna become a mode of being. This is something that takes practice, and even this is something I even struggle with. I struggle with that, and that's normal. I better be normal, right? Another way of becoming more conscious is looking at things, and rather than just looking at things, right, you look at it. Like, you really look at it. For example, you're walking down the street and you see a pole. Rather than seeing a pole, you don't just give it a quick glance, you see it. Like, if you look at something, you see it strongly. Like, you do everything with purpose. You see, like, you become aware of every little thing that you do. So every movement is conscious. You see, for example, for 1 minute, be conscious of whatever you're doing. Because when you're not conscious of what you're doing, what happens? You're thinking. You see? So by becoming, so for example, I pick up this and I'm aware that I'm picking it up. In the past, I would have just picked it up, right? But now I pick it up and I'm aware of it. Just aware of it. You see? In the past, you go like this. Oh, sure, okay. Like, you just run into the course. But now, you're aware of every thing that you do. So you just go like this. Everything. You notice everything. You hear that sound. You notice the little click. You notice how that feels. You notice every little detail. You bring in all of your awareness. You notice the different shape, the shadows, the details of it. You notice the space. You notice the weight. You notice the reflection, right? And you walk around, and you don't just give any more quick glances. Even your quick glances have intensity. Whatever you do it on purpose. You walk on purpose. You talk on purpose. You move on purpose. You see, you blink on purpose. You breathe, you're aware, and you breathe on purpose. Everything you do becomes conscious, so you slow down. Like, you just take one at a time, right? But when you speed things up, that means you're what? You're thinking, because you're thinking of the outcome. You're not process oriented, you're goal oriented. Outcome oriented. And so that's how it's done. You literally slow it down, and you become aware of every little movement that you do, and that's how you become conscious. And you gotta practice it. Like, you have to practice it. Like, you have to sit down every morning for like 10 minutes, and this is something that I don't do often, but I should be doing, right? And you just bring awareness to your body. Bring awareness, and bring more awareness. You're gonna feel your body tingling, and then walk around and you see your room, see the environment as you feel your body. When you talk to people, you talk to them, but feel your body. Make feeling your body your number one priority. When you like the guy, that's tough, but that's when you actually gotta challenge yourself. When you're talking to a guy that you like, you're thinking. So now when you notice yourself thinking, bring awareness to your breath and bring awareness to your body. When he's talking to you, notice the way his voice and the way his voice hits your ear, and notice how it feels. Notice the environment, notice the different shapes, notice the different colors. You bring so much attention to the detail of the present moment, to how you feel and how your environment looks, that there's no space to think about the future. There's no space, like no space. Like, you give your mind no chance, because you're just bringing all of your attention to the physical sensations of your body. And in order for you to deal with that when you're talking to a guy, because when you're talking to a guy that you like, you get nervous, right? You gotta first practice during normal situations, during normal waking hours, like right now, right? Anyways, this is how it's done. Just to let you guys know, and if you guys know of anyone renting a room in New York City, near Park Slope, or near the YMCA in Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn or Manhattan, let me know. Yeah. Anyways, just like, I'm gonna start using this podium as a fucking place to put my, like, if anyone needs this, I need help with this, like, rather than go on Craigslist, go on here, like, if I'm trying to sell a laptop. But nobody wanted to buy my camera. It's fucked up, man. Insulting. Not one person wanted to buy my damn camera, and it's a good camera. Anyways, it's Alex from mindfulness. Bye bye.